Hello, beloved. I have come to you again today for something good to educate us on one or two things. Um, I would love you to share the video for me, please. For the love of God, we need to brand ourselves very well. So, for the love of God, I really want you to share, you know, this video for somebody else to come and see or somebody else to watch. Um, it's about George Floyd issue and all that. Yesterday, I was showing some videos um, on the brutality that was going on, and honestly, Worcester became very violent in the night of which they were doing their demonstration. Like I said, demonstration is good. I can't stop anybody from doing any demonstration, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense it doesn't make sense that people demonstrate and loot and kill and destroy properties. It doesn't make sense. This is not the way it's supposed to be. Um, at the same time, that is not the reason why I'm here. Um, I'm not talking about the looting aspect. I'm condemning the fact that it wasn't good. And I thank God that one of our brothers, Sarkodie, was part of the first demonstration that they did. Sarkodie was part of it, and it was very, very successful. But in the evening, I heard that they were going to do another demonstration. I don't know who, I don't know how, I don't know why things went bad, but things really went bad, and they looted places and all that. But nevertheless, I have a video I want you to see, and I really want you to share this video so that somebody will be able to also see this video. I thank you so much. I love you, and I respect the fact that I'm nobody, yet still you come and watch my video. I respect you for that. It's not easy. And I'm going to also keep on bringing something that is more, how do you call it, more respectful and more beautiful, except the days that I vent. When I vent because things are not going well. And I really don't want to be venting every day because that's not why I come here. But it's okay that I also vent. But if I vent, I want you to vent with me because and you may be air touching my and you may be air cobone and was say a ye na ye to me a ye dear was ye because your system is say in yam sumu say ye do ye nim si de do obi send your tear Ghana for nim sade any ye so your chrome for answer so because of bed don send your tear there be Ghana for tesa ye dear ye who say mistake bi wɔ no ho no nko adeɛ mistake bi wɔ no ho no nko adeɛ and you want to mean no saa da ɛnyɛ possible so obetumi adɔ no sɛ sɛnea ɔteɛ enti no mɛhyɛ sɛ yɛn nyinaa no yɛbɛtumi adɔ yɛn ho ɛwɔ kwan pa so sɛnea obi tie biara no dɔ no because we can't change people, we can only love people for who they are, because sometimes the way people are the way that God created them, so that it will be their security antennas. What I say, to me and but I want you to see this video with me, and I want you to share this video. I want you to see how Madagascar is doing so well, and I'm going to show you a video of Madagascar getting the coronavirus how do you call it antidote, and WHO don't want it because it's from Africa, and so this should tell you this whole coronavirus issue here. The sickness is real, the ailment is real. I'm not going to tell you it's not real. I know honest people that have contracted it. So it is a real disease. but the brains behind it is not right. If you are looking for coronavirus, antidote, and somebody in Africa found the way, and they found what can, kill that coronavirus, and you say you don't want it, WHO don't want it, but if China said I got it, then they're going to give China money to bring poison to the system. If Jamaica says, I'm not even talking about Jamaica. If basically France says they got it, then they're going to give France money. But instead of them giving Madagascar money and say, Madagascar, make this medicine or medication or whatever in abundance and bring it to, wherever you want to bring it. No, they don't want it. But they want to get their own medication. They have something at the back of your mind. Because if you don't have anything at the back of your mind, and somebody says, I've gotten the medication for it and it cures coronavirus, there's no way you're going to sit back and say, I don't want it. There's no way you're going to sit back and tell me, I don't want it. For some reason, I don't know why. And so, I'm just going to be... sit back and say, I don't want it. I'm just going to be... there's no way. Straight out with us. That we need to watch out and be very careful and know the kind of things that we do, because it feels to me that somebody has a very bad agenda. Yeah, it seems to me that somebody has a very bad agenda somewhere. I don't know how, which way or whatsoever. But let's all be careful and watch ourselves very well. Thank you. God bless you. Just watch this video with me. I would love you to watch this video with me. If you do, I'll be very happy. Please share it to somebody, and I know God is going to bless you.
To my fellow African diaspora, all week, many of you have called and wanted to know if I was going to give a statement pertaining to George Floyd in Minneapolis. I struggled to give a statement, and every time I could not finish the statement without breaking down. I do hope that I can finish this statement before breaking down. We have all watched in horror the videos pertaining to George Floyd pinned down against the concrete with the knee of a Minneapolis police officer on his neck for over 9 minutes.
Also for
the police officer did not let go.
Even
after the police officer had been told that George no longer had a pulse, he still kept his knee on George's neck for another 3 minutes. Clearly, he meant to kill him. As a mother, as a grandmother, I feel hopeless. I feel defeated. I am exhausted. I am tired. How many more children are we going to watch as they get murdered in broad daylight? How many more black men and women are we going to watch as they get assassinated?
If you want to come in the video, come and sit by me. No noise, come on.
As I sit back and try to make sense out of all these senseless killings of black men, I wonder, what crime have we, the black race, committed against the white race? Why are some elements of the white race so hateful of black people? Every time we hear another story of yet another black man, black woman being murdered, majority in the hands of those who are supposed to protect us, the policemen, who sits on another man's neck for over 9 minutes and strangle them to death and think nothing of it. I watched the video with policeman with hands in his pocket looking just as comfortable as he could be and thought nothing of it as he murdered George Floyd. What kind of a human being is that? What makes a human being regress to that level. You see, the devil is not a black being that they tried to make us believe. Somebody who can behave in the manner in which that police officer behaved while murdering George Floyd. That's the personification of the devil. And we must call him for what he is. As I try to understand why is it that we black people are the most disrespected race on earth, I couldn't help but find myself going back to the history. As black people, we are not only disrespected in the Americas or anywhere else on earth, we are also even disrespected on the continent of Africa. And that history goes back to colonization and the settlers. While we apologize for having sold our children into slavery 400 years ago, and part of it, a lot of it had to do with our ignorance of what conditions our children were being subjected to as they were transported across the Atlantic. They were transported under some very difficult conditions, and even with all those difficult conditions, the black race still rose. They made it to the Americas. They were subjected to some of the most horrendous treatments on the plantations. And still, they survived. From the lynchings, to the beatings, to the discrimination in the workforce, to the denial of economic opportunities, still, the children of Africa in the Americas rose. Every possible way to eliminate the black race has been attempted. And still, the black race rises. After everything else has failed, those bad elements within the white race have just now finally decided we will just murder them in broad daylight. And that's exactly what we are saying. But to those elements of the white race who do not believe black people belong here, I have news for you. Black people belong in the Americas just like the rest of the white race belong in the Americas. Learn from the history. The black race is indestructible. Black people belong in America just like the white people do. To those who choose to discriminate against black people, I have news for you. Not only are you doing a disservice to your own children, grandchildren, and generations of white people to come, you're also doing a serious disservice to humanity in general. White little girls and black little girls in the Americas or in Africa combined or anywhere else on earth for that matter, they deserve to enjoy their earth to the fullest extent, without any boundaries, without any hate, because this world belongs to them. So when you deny our children the freedom to love each other and live wherever they choose, when you deny our children, regardless of their skin color, the ability to be who they are and enjoy earth to its fullest extent, you are doing a serious disservice to humanity. Your wishes and desires to eliminate black people from the face of the earth will not succeed. So the sooner you wake up and understand that the black race is not going anywhere, the better off you're gonna be. And if you don't do it for yourself, do it for your children and your generations to come. Why? Because they deserve better. They deserve better. To those elements of the white race who believe in equality, who believe in the fact that this world is for us to be enjoyed, we thank you for standing up and joining those who were wanting to have their voices heard and saying enough is enough. Discrimination has no place, not only in the Americas, but on earth. To those people in the white race who believe that black people belong here just like they do, we appreciate you joining us. and sending a resounding message to the world, not only in the Americas, but around the globe, that this world belongs to all of us. And that everybody, every human being on earth has a right to be here. Let's join hands and send a resounding message to the racist elements of the white race that bigotry, racism, and hate have no place, not only in the Americas, but in the world. And together, united as black people, united as white people, we will join hands and we will defeat these bad elements within the white race who believe in white supremacy, who believe in hate. To them I say, contrary to what we may have been taught, the devil is not black. You, the racist elements within the white race, you are the personification of the devil incarnate. Repent, for your day of reckoning is coming.
If you like informative and educational videos on Africa, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to catch all our latest videos.
Beloved, we're heading for ourselves. It's kind of a little crazy. Sometimes, like I said to you, it's hard. I keep on thinking about this every day. Like I keep on thinking and thinking about it, and it's sad. It's sad. You know, I have beautiful Caucasian friends. I've met beautiful, you know, policemen that are Caucasians, and they are beautiful people. But this particular issue that goes on is just something to intimidate black people on this land. And I was watching something yesterday when Trump was sending a code. He was sending a code to the racist community. Let me put it this way: the white supremacists to come to the White House, basically. And I was looking at this thing, and I'm going to try to find out and find exactly, you know, the video and show you, because I like to talk and show people exactly what it is. And it's rather unfortunate. We have our own problems from our countries. I don't know the reason why we should travel and come here. We have a good, continent. Just that we have leaders that don't care. And when you talk and you talk and you talk and you get angry and you vent and you vent and you vent, you vent in vain. Because then you're going to remember back home, you're going to say, oh, at least some of the systems work here, and some of the systems in our home countries don't work at all. We have a country where politicians are, killing people, drinking blood, selling oil very expensive, which I will one day talk about it. I don't support these things, but they have given themselves, the room to do this, and we cannot say nothing about it. Because one thing I believe is that if today they have been, exposed, glory be to God. But the problem is that Bible has spoken and is said in scriptures that let all grow, and he himself will take his own. And sometimes I also think that when I pray and I think, I also think that they are there to play a role to make the kingdom of God expedient. What I mean by expedient is, if these things don't happen, if these things don't come out, if we do not see, even if the devil was not in the scene, if the devil didn't come into the scene, I don't know how the world would be. Then the challenges of good Christians will go to naught. So then I do believe that all these pastors are misbehaving. Man cannot fight. Man, you cannot fight. Look, listen, we have prayed, we have done a lot. All we need to keep doing is we have to keep on praying. But we cannot fight because nobody fights for God. You cannot fight for God. No matter what you do, it may be God's intention that they do these things that they are doing so that His glory will shine. Because we still have men of God in this town that, or on this earth, that still abide by the rules and regulations of the Almighty God. And there are pastors also that have just made up their mind. They want money, they want power, they want to deceive, they want to destroy, and they want to win souls for the devil. And winning souls for the devil is not just a mandate given to them by themselves. They went to exchange their souls for these things. So, you see, when I see a man that can say, I want to exchange my soul for basically power, or for congregation, a crowd of maybe a few thousand, 3,000 or whatsoever. You see, watch the kind of people, listen, watch the kind of people they are. I will not sit here and tell you I can vouch for Duncan Williams, Archbishop Duncan Williams, that he is clean, he has nothing, he's not doing anything, he's not into any occult. I cannot vouch for him because I do not know. I cannot vouch for Ajin Asari because I do not know. I cannot vouch for some of these big men of God that exist and have been in the system for a long time. I cannot vouch for them. But not only behavior can prove somebody whether or not he's on God's side or he's on the side of the devil. But you see these guys we're talking about, namely Obofo, Obinim, and all these guys that exist on our continent, who have all this crowd, thousands of people. Brother, let me tell you this. When you lock a dog, listen, when you lock a dog in a cage for a very long time, and you feed the dog in that cage, or if you choose not to feed that dog, the very day you choose to open that dog, do you know what the dog does? Before the dog sees you coming to the cage, this is from experience. Before the dog sees you coming towards the cage, he starts wiggling, shaking the tail and wiggling and, running around in the cage or whatever. But at the moment you just open the cage and you open the door, the dog will run from north to south and from east to west and whatever. And then afterwards, he will come close to you and lick your foot. Lick your foot and play with you and start climbing you and showing you all this, appreciation and whatsoever. Beloved, so afterwards, if you want to call the dog back, come into your cage, that dog will give you a heck of a problem unless you chase this dog and catch it before this dog will give you himself a chance to enter the cage. And I'm applying this to our human life. And our human life right now is that when you see a man coming up from a very poor home, I mean, let me not put it directly as if it is, basically only poor people do that. No. There are some poor people that came out very well. But at the same time, I have seen, when you see all these guys we are talking about, I'm not saying that God does not choose people who are not poor. No. That is what I'm saying. But if you see the kind and the caliber of people that are doing this kind of things, their life meant nothing to them. And so your life will also mean nothing to them. I'm saying this again. I'm saying that their life personally did not mean anything to them. So your life will also mean nothing to them. That's the only reason why they will sit up and just drink blood, as people say it. I don't have proof about it, but I know they do it some way, somehow. And all these atrocities, I'm not saying that, no, look, you see, I'm not saying that men of God must be blameless or whatever. The Bible says that. But I don't fight at men of God when they make mistakes. Because mistakes make you grow. Anytime mistakes happen, they grow you. Only if you learn. Only if you learn. So, look at Obofo. If you ask Obofo, how far did you go to school? He'll probably tell you, I was in maybe class 5, class 6 or whatever. I don't know. If you ask Obinim, he'll probably tell you the same thing. So watch these kind of people that, maltreat people, rob people, and bring the church into disrepute. Like, it's absurd that all these issues happen because our nation is going down and down. And number one, the reason why they are able to do that is that not only them do that, the politicians also do it. The politicians also do it. So my problem is that if the politicians is also doing it, how can he go and arrest the pastor doing it? That's the only reason why they see all these things going on and they can't say nothing about it. Not that they don't know, they know it, but they can't say nothing about it. And then most of them are in the same court with these politicians. They know themselves. The same court, they know themselves. So our country, our home country where we were born, have all these impediments and walls and evil eyes and demonic representatives representing us and making it very hard for us to see the glory of the Lord. So what I'm saying is that you can say whatever you want to say. If you say Africa is good, yes, but we have our own problems. So fighting against this and thinking about, maybe I want to go back home to where I came from. And there is also a place of another level of evil. Thinking about it is even better here. We have leaders that don't care that all they come into power to come and take is money, our money. Find ways to steal our money, find ways to take 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 our money, and find ways to take our money. That's it. They don't want anything. They want money. Just money. How to loot and share. Please, let's pray that God will keep on doing the work He's doing. Because the only thing we can do in this our life is to lift prayer. And like I said last week, if you and I lifted prayer very well, these people wouldn't go this far. You and I both have failed. There's nothing you're going to tell me I'm going to take it. You and I both have failed. The kind of evangelism, the kind of love that God wants us to, impute into people, we don't. But all we do is discriminate. We discriminate people. We discriminate the same people we are in church with. The people that are growing up, are not yet mature, that have just come to Christ, that are going through series of problems and issues. We discriminate them according to their weaknesses. And this is not what God is taking us to do. We do these things and the church wouldn't grow. Because after all these things, if anybody should run, he has to run to a pastor that is really from God. But all that we are going to do is we're going to sit back. We run our mouth. We just run our mouth. And we push away the people we think are doing evil. We just push them away. Get away from me. Get the hell away from me. You are evil. You are occult. You are this. You are that. Get away from me. We take the whip. We take the whip in our hands, and we whip people. We whip people. We whip people instead of getting close to them and loving them and showing them love. And in some parts, I also come to learn that, for you to be able to reach somebody who is thinking their life is worthless, is showing them love. Showing them love. Apreku would have not died if you and I didn't reach him. If we reached him and we were able to get him and nurture him again, Apreku would not die. We say we are commanders of the kingdom of God. We are the commanders of angels. We are commanders of that. We have power. We have this. We have that. We have this and that. But yet still, the very simple things that God has given us to do is not what we are doing. But we look at people. We bring the issues of people onto the pulpit. We talk about people when they are not around. When people bring their issues, we choose to share it with whoever we want to share it with. And then they go to hear it outside, and their heart is broken.
Welcome
Please,
to the African Leadership Series,
stop
where we
doing
bring
this.
great inspirational speeches from African leaders.
To my
Let's stop
fellow
doing this.
African diaspora,
Let us be able
all week,
to do the
many
work.
of you have called
Get near
and wanted
to
to
the people
know
who are
if I was going
broken.
to give a
Get
statement
near to the people who
pertaining
are
to
lost.
George
Okay?
Floyd in
And show them
Minneapolis.
love.
I struggled
And get close to
to
them.
give a statement,
Put them for God.
and every time I could not finish the
Criticizing
statement
them is
without
not
breaking
the
down.
best way.
I do hope
Running your mouth about
that
them
I can finish
and
this
saying,
statement
I'm revealing your secret,
before breaking
I'm
down.
doing this, I'm doing this.
We have
I'm doing
all
this.
watched
I'm telling you again,
in horror
no man fights for God.
the videos
It
pertaining
happened to Uzzah.
George Floyd pinned down
When
against
the
the concrete
covenant box
with the knee
where God dwelt
of
therein,
a Minneapolis
was
police
moving.
officer on
the
his
people, the priests that were
over
carrying that
9
thing
minutes. The police officer
stumbled.
did not let go. Even after the
Uzzah
police officer had been told that George
supported the
no
act.
longer had a pulse,
Just the
he
fact
still
that
kept
he
his knee
supported the act with his
on
hand,
George's neck.
thinking, I am
For
holding it. I don't want the glory of God to fall.
Please.
I don't want God to fall.
Amen.
I don't want this mighty strong thing to fall down. I do not want this thing to
As a
touch
mother,
the floor or the mud. I'm
as a
holding it.
mother,
God, I got your back.
I feel
No,
hopeless.
I'm telling you, if I were
I
to be
feel
you,
defeated.
I would lift prayer.
I am
God,
exhausted.
right away, kill him. He's
I am
big
tired.
enough to fight his battle.
How many more
God
children
is big enough
are we
to
going
fight his
to
battle.
watch?
Let's stop these funny things we are doing,
Is
and let's
it
understand that we need to
murdered
go out there,
in
go
that day?
down to the level of the people,
How
and
many
give
more black
them the
men
word,
and
the
women
way it's supposed to.
are
so
we
the
going to
Spirit
watch
of God will work.
as they get
Apreku
assassinated?
died a dishonored life, and everybody is talking
As I
about
sit
it.
back and try
Apreku
to
died.
make
He was a
sense
drunk.
out of all
Then
these
he was a
senseless
this. He
killings
was
of
a
black
that.
men.
That is what you see.
I
That's what
wonder,
you see with your eyes, and that's what you
what
see with
crime
you talk with your
have
mouth.
we, the black race, committed
But do
against
you know the
white
kind of
race?
prayer Apreku prayed
Why are some
when he was
elements
struggling?
of the
Or
white
do you
race
think that
so
when they say death, there's
hateful
nobody on this
of
earth,
black
according to the power
every
of God,
time
the
we hear
nature of
another
God,
story of yet
nobody in
another
this
black
world will
man,
die
black woman
that they
being
do not know
murdered?
they will die.
Majority in the hands of those who are supposed to protect us, the policemen,
everything that goes on in your life or around
Who
you may receive
sits on
some
another
kind of
man's
dream,
neck for
some
over
kind of
9
bad
minutes
dream
and
or some kind
strangle
of
them
good
to
dream.
death.
You're going to receive
and
it.
think nothing.
You're going to see it.
I watched the video with policeman with hands in his pocket,
And
looking
when
just as
somebody is
comfortable
dying,
as he could be,
Many a man
and
man
thought
what they
nothing
say.
of it
Only
as
pe
he
wua,
murdered
the one
George Floyd.
no cool.
What
There
kind
is
of a human being
different
is that?
dimension when it comes to that.
What
It is the
makes a
separation
human being
of the
regress
umbilical
to
cord
that level?
of the spirit.
You see, the
from the
devil
body.
is not a
It's
black
not- it's
being
attached.
that they try
That
to
is
make
why
us
sometimes
believe.
when somebody dies, either
Somebody
fluid come from their ears, their
who
eyes,
can behave
or
in
they
the
throw
manner
up,
in which
or
that
blood come
police
from their
officer
eyes or
behaved
nose,
while
or they
murdering
pee, or they
George
poop.
Floyd. That's the
That particular
personification
separation
of the devil.
of the spirit from
And we
the
must
body
call him
is a
for what
very
he is.
difficult part. At that
As I
particular
try to
moment,
understand
it's hard.
why is it that we black people are the
I've not
most
been there before.
disrespected race on
I know what
earth,
God
I
showed
couldn't
me.
help but
I know
find
what I'm
myself
saying.
going back to the
And that's
history.
another level we are going to talk about another time.
As black people, we are not
And-
only
and they are
disrespected
setting-
in the
they are
Americas or
setting
anywhere else on earth, we are
talks.
also even
I don't
disrespected
want to talk
on the
because,
continent of Africa. And that history goes back
there
to
are so many
colonization
children
and the settlers.
In Kasabi Oha,
While we apologize for having sold our
Asafo
children
Bibu
into
Kra,
slavery 400 years
Asafo
ago.
Bibu, when nyini wo nyame mu a,
And part of it, a lot of it had to do with our ignorance of what conditions our children were
Their
being
mind
subjected
can't
to
comprehend.
as they were
The
transported
spiritual things
across
that
the
you
Atlantic.
think you know, God reveals it.
They were
to
transported
somebody
under
who
some
knows.
very difficult conditions, and even with all those difficult conditions,
Mama yɛn mmɔ mmɔden.
the black
Na
race
yɛmfa mpaebɔ
still
ɛntae
rose.
mpɛkyi. Ɛnyɛ
They made it
wobɛ-
to the
bio a na
Americas.
wobɛka, ɛno nko ara o.
They were
you
subjected
take it
to
to
some,
letter.
most of the
Write a
horrendous,
letter
they were
to the
subjected to
person.
some of
If
the
you
most
touch it,
horrendous
Send a
treatments.
message to the person. Keep
on
being
the
friends.
plantations.
Keep talking to them.
And still,
Excuse me.
They
One
said-
day,
from the
through your
lynchings
messages,
to the beatings
God will change them.
to the discrimination in the workforce
I showed something
to the
yesterday,
denial of economic
Martin Luther King.
opportunities.
and
still,
when I was saying it,
The children of Africa
you know,
in the
he
Americas.
said something that was very good, and I really want
Every
to
possible
say
way
that,
to
you know,
eliminate
I
the
quote
black
him.
race
He
has
said
been
that one day he was
attempted.
standing somewhere, and
And still,
a colored lady,
The
a
black
black
race
woman,
rises.
came to him and asked him,
After
"Are
everything
you
else has failed,
Martin Luther King?" He said, "Yes."
those bad elements
And
within
then
the
right
white
away,
race have just
right
now
away,
finally
just
decided
right away,
we will just murder them
he said
in
all he
broad
had was
daylight.
a tap
And that's exactly what
from
we're
the
saying.
woman on his chest, on his left side of
But to
his
those elements of the white race who do not
And
believe
then
black people belong here,
next
I
day-
have news for you.
He went off.
Black
You
people
know, the
belong in the
woman
Americas
slapped
just
him
like the rest of the
with
white race
knife.
belong in the Americas.
So the knife went close to
Learn
his
from
mouth.
the history.
I don't
The
know
black
whether
race
it
is
pierced the heart,
indestructible.
but
Black people
he
belong
said that
in
the
America
doctor
just
said that
like the white
if
people
he
do.
had sneezed, just
To those
a
who
sneeze,
choose to discriminate against black people, I have news for you.
but he didn't
Not
sneeze.
only are you doing a disservice to your own children,
So,
grandchildren, and
The
generations of
president
white
at that
people
time
to
sent him
come,
a letter. He forgot what
you're
the
also
letter
doing
meant.
a serious disservice to humanity.
The vice
in
president sent him a
general.
letter, and all
White little
these
girls
police
and
chiefs
black
all
little
these
girls
people
in
that
the Americas
heard
or in
that
Africa
somebody
combined or anywhere else
tried
on
killing
earth for
him.
that matter,
sent him letters.
they deserve to enjoy their
I couldn't
earth
remember all the
to the
letters
fullest
that
extent,
was in there, even the
without
president
any
of the United
boundaries,
States at that time.
without
This
any
is-
hate, because this world belongs
So
to
what he
them.
did,
So when you deny our children the freedom to love each other and live wherever they choose,
that road that led,
when you deny our children, regardless of their skin color,
he thanks God
the ability to be who they are and enjoy earth its fullest extent,
because indirectly
you
what it was
are
trying to say
doing
is
a
that
serious
if he had
disservice
sneezed,
to humanity.
he wouldn't have been living.
Your wishes
All I
and
want to
desires
say,
to eliminate black people from the face of the earth will not
we
succeed.
as a people,
So the sooner you wake up and understand that the black race is not going anywhere, the better off you're gonna be.
This world has,
And if you don't do it for yourself,
and that mandate they have,
do it for your
does
children
not concern anybody
and your
but that
generations
person.
to come.
And
Why?
they know
Because
the
they
main
deserve
reason why they were
deserve
mandated
that.
upon the earth and what God
Those elements
wants
of the
them
white
to
race
do.
who believe in
Let's start
equality,
judging. Let's start
who
pushing
believe
people.
in the
Let's
fact
start
that this
talking
world is for us
If
to
I
be
find out you don't
enjoyed,
like me, I'm going to get away from you.
we thank
If
you
I
for
find out that you're
standing
not
up
being a help to me, you're not growing
and joining
me, I'm gonna
those
get
who
away
were
from you.
wanting to have their voices heard
Because
and saying
when
enough
God
is enough.
called you,
Discrimination
or when God
has
sent
no
you,
place,
You were not
not
there.
only in the
You had your
Americas
own
but
call.
on earth.
And I'm not going to let your
To
call
those
destroy
people
I'm not
in the
gonna let
white race who believe that black people belong here just like they do,
So the world goes
we appreciate
deeper than
you joining
what
us
we think it is right now.
and sending a
The world
resounding
goes
message to the world,
deeper
not only in the Americas but around the globe, that
than what
this world
we see right now.
belongs
And
to
we have
all of
to
us,
allow ourselves to
and
learn
that everybody,
and to be
every
mature
human being
in
on earth has a
everything
right
that
to
we
be
do,
here.
because it's very important
Let's join
that
hands
we understand
and
that
send
the
a
calling
resounding
of God
message
upon our life is a major,
to the racist elements of the
event.
white race,
and we need to make sure
that
that
bigotry
we are going through what God wants us to
Racism
go through. If not that,
and hate
we are going to fail.
have no place,
God bless you.
not
I
only
want to
in the
find this
Americas
video and show you.
but in the world. And together, united as black people, united as white people, we will join hands and we will defeat these bad elements within the white race who believe in white supremacy, who believe in hate. To them I say, contrary to what we may have been taught, the devil is not black. You, the racist elements within the white race, you are the personification of the devil incarnate. Repent, for your day of reckoning is coming.
If you like informative and educational videos on Africa, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to catch all our latest videos.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, Africa.
Hello and welcome.
I want to show you this video right quick so that you see the kind of people we are dealing with in Africa. Just watch this for yourself, please.
Welcome, beloved, to the Dr. Mumbi Show. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well in all your ways, and that you are really moving into the position that this season and times that we're in requires of each and every one of us, because it's not business as usual in Africa. In fact, it's not business as usual across the world. And we have to, I keep saying we are a new breed of African, but everyone needs to get on code with what this new breed of African really means. But those are stories for other days now. This story is just so upsetting to report. First of all, thanks to every single person that has supported us through our Patreon and our PayPal accounts. Really appreciate, love each and every one of you, because a lot of the stories that we continue to share, of course, aren't sponsored by YouTube or whatever, or which also means that they also stop the circulation of them, but the message is still getting out. Thanks to everyone that has requested interviews from us. We are just really in a different space right now, so we won't be doing interviews for the next little while. Our goal is to at least do a Dr. Mumbi live, for each and every one of you family, because we really do love and appreciate each and every one of you so much. Now, I don't know if you saw this video circulating. It kind of went viral, of Zambian Mayor Miles Sampa, and basically
guys, listen to this.
We saw him like running into this barber shop in Lusaka, and he shut it down because they weren't serving local clients. So they had actually said that they were only going to be serving Chinese. It was only Chinese working in there, and I don't know why Africans, we allow some people to come. They don't even speak your language. They don't even speak English, which is unfortunately the national language of many nations. Like, they don't even speak that, and then they're still operating businesses. How do you do that? Anyway, this story it takes such a terrible turn, but just take a look at this video of him kind of,
if you don't like the truth, that is
confronting the Chinese. And he did do this in another business, but let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
And I like even if
Wake up, Africa!
I don't care.
Why we should continue allowing you to operate in the city when you are showing apartheid, stopping blacks from doing business in here. Okay?
Yeah, yes, I know, understand. Yes, in English, trust more. Yeah.
Tell whoever understand English have taken our council license and we are going to write to you, we are revoking them. No business here, you are closed now.
Yeah, no,
because
yes, no.
Not even Chinaman here. The one you were cutting was where?
No, yes, I
No cutting here, brother. Go and cut here at home. You are closed now.
Yeah, yes, no problem.
Yes, already closed.
Yeah, already closed.
But also if it's closed, what are you doing inside?
For me, this family, and for this here cooking, me home, no for this cooking.
Close. I'm coming back in 1 hour. If I find you, I'll get you arrested for operating illegally because our license we have taken. Because you are discriminating blacks and closing and only attending to Chinese and stopping blacks. You lie that you've closed, but you are doing business here with Chinese. There's no segregation.
Look, people, this is what makes me angry. You cannot go to China and go and do what you want. Go to China and you cannot go do what you want. These guys are in Zambia having their own shop, and they will not even allow locals to go into that shop to buy what they want to buy. They serve only Chinese people. In the land of Africa, Jack, in the land of Africa. And what pains my heart is the behaviors of these lunatic leaders. Lunatic, sick leaders. Those of you who go to China and go and see if you will be able to be allowed to do what you want. Why? For what reason? And for what purpose do you come into somebody's country and you want to treat the country as if the country has no proper or better people on the land but you? I've told you, until African leaders begin to reason. And you know one thing? I was trusting Nana Akufo-Addo, Ghana president, that he was, a man that, I don't know how to put it, that could stand against people like that. But no, he's not. He's not. And this is what I hate about African people, because when you tell the truth, because they think they are, and the people that even makes noise are the people that don't even get anything. The people that make noise about MPP and NDC, they are the people that don't even get anything from MPP or NDC. Trust me, they don't get anything. But because their language is associated with their language, Miechini, Mienkreni, Miaigbeni, Miepepeni, that is it. But when you are speaking the truth, it becomes evil in the eyes of other people. Look at these people. In somebody's country, you open a shop and you will not even let the people shop. Those who have money, you tell them to go away. You are not serving them. And all the people you are serving is Chinese. And the pricing, the price tags and everything in there is written in Chinese. And I thought the president of Zambia was very smart and intelligent. But I found out that almost all the leaders in Africa that I know, except a few, like the president of Madagascar, that country, Africa without Madagascar is going to be a problem, because they are very much on their own. So you just imagine.
This license doesn't permit you. And also putting the prices in Chinese is illegal. Put in English. If you want, put in Nyanja. This is not Wuhan.
See, the country has no proper or better people on the land.
Wake up, Africa!
Did you see that, fam? Do you see that? So that was, he had also done the same thing in a different business. And what happened is that Zambians were actually calling him and expressing where they were being mistreated, and he was going, or where they weren't allowed to enter. And he was going and he was like bulldozing the place, taking, we saw him there taking the trade license, etc., etc. But this story has taken such a turn for the worse. And I'm serious. Zambians, what are you doing? You're losing your nation. You're losing your nation. And this just proves it, because now Miles Sampa, the mayor of Lusaka, has actually been made to apologize to the Chinese people and the Chinese community in Lusaka for calling them Chinamen. And he's also been told to reassure. Just take a listen to this. We'll be right back.
You see what this man said? You see what this man said? That's the way it's supposed to be said. This is a man. This is a man. This is a president Zambia needs. Because I remember when coronavirus issue were going on. In Ghana, even the poor Ghana will house people that comes from outside and pay for their food, pay for their burdens, pay for everything, and let them recover in Ghana. Brothers, ye kano kura momen kano kure. Ghana mpoa yesi ye nisika. Ghana ye nisika. Sa awonu ba Ghana. Ye chi omutina 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 14 days quarantine 5-star hotels, pay for their food, pay for everything that they are doing. They stay there for 14 days. China drove away African people on the street for them to go and pay for their own hotels. And it wasn't like the people didn't have a place to stay. They had rented their own apartment, but they were driven out of their apartments, and they were asked to go out and go and rent hotels, charge for 2 weeks, and then pay for it themselves and their food. China. And you're going to tell me what? Poor Ghana. Poor Ghana. The hospitality Ghana even gave to people who were foreigners, including Chinese people. I have a video to attest against that. Ah, God. Africa, yeah? If we do not rise up, if somebody does not rise up, Obian sorry, and you know what? Ghana will be like Liberia. Today, when you go to Liberia, Chinese are selling common sand to build your own house. Chinese are selling sand for locals in Liberia. You kidding me? How were we born as black people? Were we brought out from the backside of our mothers? Are you serious? Like every human being that God created, or every human that came from a mother, we know came from the VJJ. But it looks like some of we Africans, or some African leaders, never came from their mother's VJJ. It looks like they came from their mother's backside. Ghana was able to host many people from foreign countries, paid for them to live in 5-star hotels, gave them food for 14 days, and China drove our citizens out, put them on the street, chased them out, beat some of them, threw them on the street, and asked them to go and pay for their own hotels for 2 weeks. Meanwhile, they had a house they were living in. They were drove out. And our leaders are watching this to happen. I have an experience myself. That is why I am upset. Because I remember 2007 when I was deported from the United States of America. No ambassador from Ghana came to see me. No ambassador came to see me. This is the kind of nation, this is the kind of leaders we have elected to run us. So why are we not going to stay in this country? And then police will squeeze our necks with their knees and kill us. And then you rise up from your African countries and you protest and you run your mouth. If you turn your country into a better place, so you stop stealing money, you stop killing your own people, and stop being corrupt, we will stay in our country and work for our motherland. And kwasiasem ena omuti Africa ena omudi. Chinese for Betna Ghana, Chinese for Zambia, Chinese for Liberia, and they keep going to destroy issues and things. They destroy everything. They are taking our rosewood, they are taking our how do you call it, our gold, our diamond, everything that we have. They are taking it. and the locals of the land have been arrested. And Aisha Wang, who killed Ghanaians, who killed and shot Ghanaians, stole our rosewood, stole our gold, and took it to China. This woman was given a 5-star plane ticket to go. After she was caught with guns and ammunitions, after all these evil things Aisha Wang did, our leaders put Aisha Wang in a plane and delivered her to China. Tell me that our leaders are doing a good thing. Tell me they are sensible. Tell me when they sleep on pillows. Ubeka no big cancer hunu chirawo. Uka no big cancer hunu chirawo. Ayame ya say yeti ebinimu kuro so ni eye say ni wo kuro wo ha eke etremu anka ye. Eso beka MPP ni beka chira wo say and NDC force masa, this is not what I'm saying. NDC is as corrupt as MPP is. But for Christ's sake, people come to our land and commit crimes, heinous crimes, kill Ghanaians, and then they are given 5-star. Why? Because Ghana has secured a loan from China. So it does not matter, but minim say, akoko, minim say akoko batan ya onim nyansa, akoko batan onim nyansa, unim di oye, ohun akroma, wo butu ni maso. Na ye leaders ne die, omo fire hu. Me say when I was deported. And you me say when I was deported, me say me inferior, me catch a plane because I'm one amongst many. I'm one amongst many that have been granted a visa back after deportation. It doesn't matter who you are. The grace upon my life, the grace upon my life is 1 over a million. I am 1 over a million. A country, when you criticize a government, they look for you to kill you. A government, if somebody is looking for your parliamentarian position, they kill you. And a country that don't care investigating and apprehending people that kill, people who are journalists. The government will do nothing about it. The country in which we live in. And then what are you saying? You sit in Africa and you say what? You people need to stop doing that nonsense. Think about your country. Put your country in a good way. Control your ministers, your parliamentarians. Control them. Put them under lock and key. Put some principles down. The lying, the murderous abilities going on in Ghana is too much. Mimi di boni okroma yerim betum. China for uko di boni oha. Baby e betu as a black person be Johnny. Na wo do be kunipa wa nipa e wo kromu ha. That's why Africa, we are always struggling and we always struggle. And Chinese will come and tell us that we are monsters, we are black monsters, and we have low IQ. Our leaders have low IQ. The brain don't think. They think about their pockets and power. You see me for home. Hey, me come. Me so di penny mo. Me so di penny. Me kama dwene. Say ya, I was say, ye ho toye no me kama dwene say me kama dwene. That's how God created me. So if you say somewhere and you say, and I see some people angry, and then I don't care. You think standing behind the pulpit and just running your mouth is what you call God, the work of God? Are you kidding me? Who are the people supposed to talk and correct politicians? Who are the people? Samuel was a prophet. Go and see the prophets in the Bible. When the kings needed attention, when the kings needed a counsel, and when God wants to say something to the king, he sends the prophet, and the prophet is the only person that goes to the king and tell him what God says. Do you think I care less if you think you want to come and chase me and kill me? Do you think I care less? If you don't want to me, then be. And then I saw for Nanka, ewa Ghana, no Bob Mahamechi, I saw for Nanka Ghana, Bob Mahamechi. And then, near Kosun Yama di, because of when him say, a Kufado de Okana Samoa, the Abertono umpe, to nobody is saying anything. It's that tribalism no is killing our country. Because somebody will tell you that or your tenny way or your santini asante for the many mienu. Really? Asante for it's asante for let's say before and I cry for and I was for and I pay for and asante for are they special? Greed in tea. Obi fuso no na ya 34 enye mpepe 4 da ne ebeni mu wo ma ebenya body enye mpepe 4 ene also wo ye special wo nyansa wo ka asante kasenti no kesa wo ye special wo de emienu Ghana say asante 4 dia but I say we would hear one can watch them that because the tolerance level in you does not tell you even that you have to condemn that. Because wakuma no endru ho wakuma unya kukudro. Ense wu ye wajuma na ye koso na ye ba biso wu de kukudro. Eden epe ya better obi man so ye bre sei ya better obi man so ye bre hwede ekom why a whole mayor goes to a Chinese firm where they are trying to racialize locals, black people in their own country. Chinese will tell you, we don't serve black people here. We only serve Chinese. Don't come in here. On the land of Africa, if I see that in Ghana, Jack, you busy. If I see that in Ghana, Momi en kanokre. Mumbe sorry condemn is a hunu and in kwasa semono mum condemn it. And so obiya mbobom pata de pakurichi no mbe breaking the name because bufu say or is being disrespectful. Masa and then let me tell you, we respect the elderly, but if you're an elderly or if you are an old man and you're not using your head, you need to be told. You need to be told. And that is the word of God. I'm tired.
I therefore sincerely
listen to this.
Apologize
a man
for the Chinese
that was able to put Chinese on the right way. Look, listen.
All
you
human
listen.
beings, be it in deed or speech, regardless nationality. Number two, last one, I render my apology to all other leaders in whose jurisdiction my actions may have interfered with and put offices into disrepute. I render my apology to all other leaders in whose feared with and put their offices into disrepute. I give them my assurance that hereon to always keep to my lane and mandate. Finally, I wish to assure all foreign investors in the city of Lusaka. Finally, I wish to assure all foreign investors in the greater city of Lusaka that my office is there to support their businesses 100%. And where we feel there is misconduct or breach of laws, we shall engage them in a more civil manner.
Wake up, Africa!
Welcome back to the Dr. Mumbi Show. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. That is actually just hard to watch. You know, it's just like, it's hard to watch just a black man's forced to grovel. And it's such a shame. And it shows you that Zambia, you guys, you catch feelings when I told you. You know, so many people have even said it. Even Zungu reporters have said how Zambia is the new colony of China. But Zambians are going to wake up. And you know what? Why not support Miles Sampa and freaking support him for president? I don't even know when the elections are next. Or people who think like this. Because I'm sure that cabal is just going to be here. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's just going to, because he had the fire, and that's what we're seeing, that, you know, there's been a lot of populist moves across Africa, like what we're seeing with the Zambian mayor, but he's the first one who's had his government forced him to apologize. That was just painful. In this day and age, like seriously, Lunga has to go, man. You guys, I don't know what you're doing, but he's totally sold you out. And he had to, you know,
Look at the president of Zambia.
I therefore sincerely apologize to all Chinese people, because that's how much power they have in Lusaka. And they're organized because they know their nation is behind them. That's why, you know, African leaders across the globe keep saying we need to organize. We need to stop being so selfish as a people and come together. And we need to support leaders like Miles Sampa, who's actually representing what the people want. And you guys, the money system is gone. Unless now we're collapsed into the new matrix, but the money system is gone. So stop fearing that this will happen or that will happen. So many things, all the dynamics have changed. We need to be bold. What do you have to lose? Huh? What do you have to lose, fam? What a shame. I'm seriously behind Miles Sampa. He should just quit and start a political party and run for president. Anyway, let me know what you think about this, fam. Until next time, tuko pamoja.
Or speech.
And he's also been told to reassure. Just take a listen to this. We'll be right back.
Any problem?
Sincerely
listen to this.
Apologize to all the Chinese people. My calling is to respect all human
Chinese
beings, or speech, regardless. Number two,
labels China is written in China.
All other leaders in whose jurisdiction my actions may have interfered with and put offices into disrepute. I render my apology to all other leaders in whose feared with and put their offices into disrepute. I give them my assurance that hereon to always keep to my lane.
Ghana, Africa.
Here on to always keep to my lane and mandate.
Obadua.
Finally, I wish to assure all foreign investors in the city of Lusaka. Finally, I wish to assure all foreign investors in the greater city of Lusaka that my office is there to support their businesses 100%. And where we feel there is misconduct or breach of laws, we shall engage them in a more civil manner.
Wake up, Africa!
Welcome back to the Dr. Mumbi Show. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. That is actually just hard to watch. It's just like, you guys, you catch feelings when I told you. So many people have even said it. Even Zungu reporters have said how Zambia is the new colony of China.
Look at this
Zambians are going to wake up. And you know what? Why not support Miles Sampa and freaking support him
controlling
for president?
Africa.
I don't even know when the elections are next.
Africa.
So people who think like this.
Why don't we give up Africa back to America then?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Why don't we give it back to the British?
He's just going to, because
at least Americans let us come here to be able to naturalize, to become American citizens.
Across Africa.
Why do we give our country to the Chinese? People who hate us naturally.
Government forced him to apologize.
People who are naturally racist
that was
against
just
black
painful.
people.
In this day and age, like
I would rather give that country to America. Let them kill us.
I don't know what you're doing, but he's totally
for
sold
me
you out.
To allow myself and my country to be punished and hated and destroyed by Chinese.
Apologize to all Chinese people.
You can call it whatever.
That's how much power they have in Lusaka.
You can call it whatever.
And they're organized because they know their nation is behind them.
I keep on telling you.
African leaders across the globe keep saying we need to organize. We need to stop being so selfish as a people and come together. And we need to support leaders like Miles Sampa who actually represent what the people want. And you guys, the money system is gone. Unless now we're collapsed into the new matrix, but the money system is gone. So stop fearing that this will happen or that will happen. So many things, all the dynamics have changed. We need to be bold. What do you have to lose? Huh? What do you have to lose, fam? What a shame. I'm seriously behind Miles Sampa. He should just quit and start a political party and run for president. Anyway, let me know what you think about this, fam. Until next time, tuko pamoja.
You don't even know how torn I am. You don't even know how torn I am. To even say what I'm saying. Country like Ghana. Oh my God.
Hi,
I want you to see this video right quick.
And Masamitiwa, Ikufuado, or a mistake of a president. This is with all due respect. Maya Kuman. Mecca and Washington because President now United States of America, Mabeka said, Oba Wina, Omujana Manikoy and Abra or say Ghana quiet insuo any kum nipano a influencer was a mistake by the government, by his government, who for his government. Indeed, young Maya come and trade him, really influencer by. Now answer the best you know. They say me can't boswasemene. Now they go for before the president. Now when I'm star, you know, catch a Ghana for Muntu Mami, Mena Mieni Pa, Mieni Pibia, General, the mobile can make tea, Naminemo Bumino, na Bibia Becosubiano, Yasuma and the Crankakra, Nibo, my Yenya, Yajitum, me, the bear campaign, and another Danko Kufuado. And as a person who actually fights for democracy.
You see that lady over there? You see that lady over there? The lady we are looking at right now, you see her? If you want me to zoom in, I'm going to zoom in for you. See this lady over there? That lady over there. This lady here is called Aisha Wang from China. Look at her eyes. You can see how wicked she is. This lady killed Ghanaians, stole our redwood, just goes to cut them and take them to China. Gold, murdered people in cold blood. Not one, not two, not three. But our president let this woman go scot-free, but arrested Ghanaians that were in Ghana, arrested them, and he put them in jail. He put them in jail and let this citizen of China, this Chinese citizen, go scot-free. No. You see, if you go to China, the way they treat you over there, that's not the way we treat anybody. We African people, we love our Caucasian brothers. We love everybody, even including Chinese. We love everybody. Every foreigner. We love them. But they hate us to the extent that we don't know what it is we have done in this our life that we came in. But our president let this woman go scot-free. I didn't say it. He was the one that let this woman sit in a plane and they delivered her to China because she's Chinese. Why? All because Ghana was seeking a loan from China. Can you believe it? No, really. Can you believe it? You can't be real. You can't be real once in your life. You can't hold this woman and let her face the full score of the law. But you put her in a plane and you let her go to go back to China. And all the people that she killed. I met a Chinese man over there some time ago. When I close work, I go and eat over there. I stopped eating over there because I'm done. You know, the guy told me, yeah, when you go to China, when you go to Ghana, they're good people. When you give them small money, they let you take everything. Can you believe that? What a Chinese man told me? Ghana is good. Good people. You give them small money, they let you take everything. That's what a Chinese man told me. Can you believe that? Ghana.
Me, as a person who
That's why
fights
Trump
for
said it's a
the
shit
people,
hole.
I mean, Ghana for nipa me gina ho se me ka no kre and I say me di Ghana for ni me hu say ye sika o mind to ye bibia akọ kwan wano no I was say asem we be ma no tum obi anim abranti e friend no Solomon Owusu ye abranti bia otu ho esi wo no so ye boase ni abranti e o te Colorado in the United States of America otu ho esi wo be kai Solomon Owusu a o ne abranti na okobusa Osafumafo asem bi fa Aisha Wanga ho a Osafumafo ka say Aisha Wanga sam ne de o nipa chen Ghana for nti aban ne game man ko ye so no kura ne jeli no kura mpa emfa so bi ambrega na man e no Osafumafo kan abrantie wi e no ko bi so Osafumafo asem and Nana Addo Akufo-Addo asa by United States of America, specifically waba New Jersey. Abrantie free Colorado to New Jersey. Washisha nkrata, washisha questions. In Simbisa also bisa Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Me to say Friday, if you dey twem Nana Akufo-Addo a town hall meeting. Abrantie Kobi, okubusa questions. Emma Akufo-Addo kuneni ase. Sebi o nipa na adwemu do into one react one so ade chi yesi Akufo-Addo esa ye town hall foforo abrantie o se ne mesako na masako busa ensem foforo afa galamsey ho because ono osua galamsey o ye the PhD o galamsey mu na onim sibia galamsey ye betuma toto nyama galamsey kra ne beye no en ha yensu en ha ye kwaye ne ade into okọ na de ekosi ne se Abrantie ko duru se okọ busa Nana Addo Akufo-Addo questions ko busa ne nsem fua busa na galamsey say ni ma bisua na say na ko Ghana me bosa mo hwe siniketu bi so ba na dia manfo nya wo mo phones ne ya ba bosa mo hwe ade ketu bi esiye Abrantie Ghana ni ba o ti America why na adwene se o mampanyina ba kemini ma min kebi o ti America Inti or Kwakubusa and Mampina Sam. Can you see it?
I will record this fucking guy. No, video no. Cause your phone can say I had.
No, wait. Don't.
So, I mean, who can say I had if a gun? Cause your phone. Yes, there is corruption going on there.
Therefore, we, Mamina is simple. The CN. Abrantie yesen ko beko press conference na said program na Akufo-Addo e kasa wase no se ne be ebusa se amanfo enso musa nsem ana so musa questions obusa na Nana Akufo-Addo questions emrantie na omo ne Nana Addo Akufo-Addo ba omo say Nana Addo Akufo-Addo say ma Abrantie mama ni nrem emebusa na sem Nana Addo no Akufo-Addo na 2016 we have started from 2012 2013 2014 2016 15 all patch or say the fight is the Lord who said, yeah, Akufo-Addo and said that and say, mere son and share Akufo-Addo now or say, or dear, we and you give a few or no, and then or say Ghana ni ba, ya won or person be busa, na semono, what it go through because or no sense so. Nana Akufo-Addo, Abrantie we, Kubusa na semo, Ghana ni ba, which attacks, the channel Aduka, the shed where the shed back. I was shut plan one more position. I already shut Madam Rebecca, or the shut Simon Banner over UK. Nana Addo say Abrantie only one issue on near ready say or Baby questions if you Ghana. We're the president now, you're we're not friend of a democratic president. Okay, from some time because Akufo-Addo yet tyrant.
Because you're training what China
training on believing in Kebi on Jindi. Me catch Ghana for say nyoma bin kitin bi a woye glimpses of Akufo-Addo gestures na hand time amaso anything pobi or anything who papa na to say onye Kebi o man panyi Akufo-Addo or ye trofo or ye tyrant on Kebi indi na again say president na wa be di no eye ni japade e ne papa dia eye ne busuafo dia It's yelling Ghana for you, Jimmy to the point to say, yen to me, Busa and say, a dear now, for galamsey. Boys on with your man Ghana for your chill machine, a dear now we are found. The Akufo-Addo who is that? They have catch a Ghana for say Nipa ni soup, and then the buying the moon Nipa to be out here. Now the Akufo-Addo for some time, what chair say, democracy can man keep on Jindi, if you put it a bit can time, not hand to children, so be a Okosha on Jindi. Papa we then the pie but me I trust him. Say me to my catch him. Then na Akufo-Addo ye. Me bet me jina catch him say Akufo-Addo end this year to aba. Na Akufo-Addo. Ya kase we lose on jin to da and the mama kase we. Akufo-Addo to me am menano. He has been consumed by power, greed. And the Ghana ni ba be busa basema wo pa no. na yen sorry 70 the niembra salai say Jimmy for yen santomao. Now who the hell do you think you are? You are just the president of Ghana, President Trump, Vladimir Putin, the president of Germany. A crank sink a sea or coco today, in crack a sack a sea or coco today, and do more see for a disc or one. Or my president could put some questions. Now, who are you? We are wine, we are president, yet you 2 million mile, and dear hand time on. And dear hand time on. Ghana for, when yes, I think I'm a best at Jaguar. And then the person become one assembly, Kufuor, or some more kind, a fear they came and say, I shall 1 year, or say you, or Yagams, or Kunipa. Yes, or Kunipa, or Ghana, Galam say, or say you, Nipa alone, and the Nipa news, or yes, would Nani airport, or say, or Bowie, Jano with German coin and I am from so. Now, the person will say, Kufuor, say, and from so, nay, wine from so. Because one cousin, Attorney General, Gloria Kufu. Ebe catch a Ghana for say, or buy upon the Nimina, Nipa will bow to you, shall was say no. Ya good ya would too, and ya could grow. A banner and any and I can say, or the charge by way with anything in Jabai and go free. Sana, Attorney General for the cousin, Ebe catch a and then I could not US. Now, Ghana for some would baby. Now, I don't go for Umbu Ghana for you. PDS assemble one Ghana punk and once more call Angola. Oh, assembly by since South Africa can in some more Ghana based with USA. No, because for them can be one can be. And there was some by US, I want to bear reply. Oh, who says, said you more being a Mugu Ghana. On Ghana Pram reply. Money wine, more Ghana for money wine. And they go for the person catch and say, a young phone, so that person was an assembly to me. A young phone, so I want from so and a map buy you your coy. Yet to clone her and a buy you I shall want. Name your bar Helena wank. As you change on this day, John, I come to my barn, I come for, or we can do a rosewood, and almost shippy, and almost tongue, and almost say quiet. I buy you a yin name, yet chill. Yet she buy your way, and back to so I get here, strong about your ira. In Yana, I hear, Sika, I hear. Now, what will boom my answer will be boom. Why? More is it Jimmy? More in saying Jimmy, but the youth of Ghana today, we are wise. Yet, Massamun Kokrafo way. And then brand take a crap for no and be buyefaso. That we will not allow that. Me person busa go for to say, "Hey, from son of my isha one boy." And then no can say Ghana for Mranti and Critesia. Omu go fiase, omu go cells, omu go jail. Me your boss nyakara. Ya wo me boss galam say me tiase. Me say go for am catch us say, "Me anya nipa be 20 am ni mo nya for omu go prison." Omu go prison adenta because sa Chinese for we so mu nipa chenye nuanom omo wa de adeso oboase takwa and the ko adeso ko hwe omo sesas ni nyan and the catch say we dey from so na Ghana from be man in Katesia na what show go prison omo roti omo problem wo dey enya from so na do dam kwa wo you are an embarrassment ekufo adoma chihwe bia be kan me say wo we are a mistake of a president. A young from so and I will be done with your Jan. You never catch all. Some was you may be a woman. Dappy. Ghana for the youth of Ghana. Yama menom. Now, because I'm the Busa Ghana for say. So, president, every Ghana, I could America. Say Chinese new way. And then you are nominate Chinese for. Because I'm commercial be. A free brag, a shame, brass say, wow, I'm saying, no, we become 20 to 25 years in Kufuor. And she said, coach, and they had to board and said, you'll be a copy fancy, no, echo sign, you know. That she almost 21 to 41 Chinese. Then your people, Mobusan another Danko Kufuor say, or then or Safi Mafuno, and then the interministerial dear for say, Chinese for we on the way. Sa Chinese for a chill on the way. Nana Danko and Bushia, any team, any government way, or Mugana for say, Jimmy for me. Nana Kufuor, Nipa and the mouth to me, and Nipa so be to me, you know. Men am catch one day. Nipa de mouth to me, and Nipa ebedi to me. Na obi no watchable. And the Ghana for who Ghana for so we more. The Chinese for who ni Ghana for. Akotena bruchi. Wash a suit. Abofo hu na almost sew. Almost sew. Okobo besia na wash a suit. 8-piece suit. Na gabi di wechi. Na begi etro di wechi. Munkruwa. Na muguyi ni mase. And the Ghana need to me busa question. and the Ghana need to make a question. And the Ghana 40 a good fias or move. A Juma or Castle the money, pound to money pack. Kotako, what's a question? Kosankore, Kodid Dadesu. Now what you want? Money pack. Ghana for Mbraba. So one Casal to where you went to one in. Your president went on Bunipa. Naneko Fuado, or June say, presidents now dinner and the bush Japadia and the bush Japadia. Menewo, Yen and Nanum, Omojanum, the Jaganasio. Yam, my cookie to baby. A cookie to baby. I would trouble enough for so growing more. Cookie to baby. JB Dako cookie to baby. And the hijack Ghana. Who former the president who they see it. Mahama Mobile who they see it. JJ Wabami. Sanko fu we dear. Said you. I am from Soke papa. Nana Danko Kufuado is a mistake of a president. I'm telling you. And then in Koragufi or Musun, Mammy for Muku defiase. Opeso catches a way from so now Omo Gufias Ghana for 1 or 2 Bama already and yet from so Umo told me a Moabi or China. Oko Boise, Oko Takwa, Oko Adesu, Oko Oko Omunyanko Sako Salai, no to Abamo. Sebi Ghana for Sebi. Sa Oko Jina Amachi, O Soria Machi, Kojina Soko Twabami Kufuado, what a Boise, Unya bad the jail, Unya Bema the jail, Ufa the jail, O Papa the jail. Now Jinamu was around a pastor where campaign Kufuado, a bro who's away a boy in so, who Chinese foes or me in Pakracha, who almost say, Mo, we are more in so. No, to a barman, none power as I be do so. In some way, I get this because in Tia Kufuado in the bush of 4 now, core form in the chino, and the film on wedding. And the Ghana me a branch episode with us and Anna, the young man now boon a costing was the only one to consider wanting what your Uche will be a Bobiaco Kakin. A Bobiaco Kakin by Yan Din, your Beccasa, your Benjamin my way, yes, your bread. Ya bread crocodile John. Oba and Kukobo Crowny, one sing Kukobo, Brofak statistics, get gain competence, get Nina Gutiso. Nina Gutiso, Brofak is here, also a lawyer, certificate, no certificate. Just say, what be young one, Yemquit, Nimbi Yako. Said you're gonna force me, Jimmy Cacra, your politics, you win a quick way to drink. You win a cry to drink. Now, dear Bobo dear, your main young Dawa, your crew, your best your crew. Because the cookie to be a bomb to say, baby, what do you need your own sign? But yen, they to me money, pay, but to me no. I'm telling you, look for the 10 day, the kind of phone to me, and you won't deserve us obedience. You don't deserve to be the president of the republic because you are a petty tyrant who cannot take criticism. Yes, you are a petty tyrant who cannot take criticism. Sebi. Nana Otufor. Sebi. I have for a Sebi, presidents I can see almost to me Jenny Penny Cassette. Some question, I mean, Mamma answer. Now we're just a president of Ghana. To me, hold the economy down. I had 20 Magani near my power. And who are you? I'm telling you, make me sick. Your taxes need to choke. Men do obey your way. This is the time for us to speak as a people. It is getting too much and it is getting annoying. Obekasa no bi jabebi and nanse no kana no wedding and obi na otunya obi te sekre de Japan ni pasa no and the JB dan kwasa man tata no ontumi ongu de onka ochina we na ye say ni pasa in kwashe mramaye. Such a crazy individual, such a piece of trash, not to bring those who didn't pattern. Tell me, never some come sit to those who will be but be binting a tifita. I will not sit here and just insult anybody. I sit here and speak to my fellow Ghanaians with respect. Now, so if I say, show us all your boy, you make us show your boy. That is it. I'm off with this guy. Your mind is saying, your Bible was the ABC, was saying, you know, you're paying dear Echo, and the Chinese anyway. And then the Chinese for Makaka, who bomb by Ghana for. Who a Kufuado, a war. Now, what's the answer?
Hi, my name is Kevin Taylor. Today we're going to be exposing the lies from the Millennium Development Authority. This is the Friday editorial. With all due respect, my fellow Ghanaians, I would like to say something before I start today's show. Focus and don't be distracted. I'm saying this because some media houses in Ghana and some media personalities have made it a point to make sure that they throw so much dust into the people's eyes to the point that they'll even get confused about this historic scandal that has hit Ghana. I'm talking about the PDS scandal. People like Kwame Sefakan, he has shares in PDS. His consort, Kwame Sefakan consort, the KSK consort, has had dealings with PDS. I would like Kwame Sefakan to come out and tell Ghanaians that he has no connection to PDS. So people like that, when they speak on this issue, they have so much conflict of interest and that you don't have to take them serious. A station like Multimedia is like a baby which is constipated. They can't tell you they are constipated, but whenever you try to help them, they want to act like they are smart to go around it. These people are ignorant and they are trying their best to protect or shield people like Ayensu and those clowns who come to sit on those TV stations every Saturday and other days to explain things to Ghanaians. They are full of lies. Ghanaians, be focused. Let's chase the money and chase the last cent. What we are doing here is our public service. We're trying to make sure that the criminals in our system are kicked out. We are trying to make sure our country is saved from corrupt politicians who have come together to milk us at this crucial hour. I know people are so worried and people are asking questions about the pictures behind me. It is so weird that in Ghana today, you can't even put... They are full of lies. Criminals in our system are kicked out. We are trying to make sure our country is saved from corrupt politicians who have come together to milk us.
Ghana for nyina ya Jimmy to say we no be oka na kwa omukura hu nya hi say we mo di akire no okay cancel 166 bedroom and I'm go gina Dubai and I'm say metro we crazy 7 million you account for it how you transfer the money to Dubai. We talk who fi say we are say emre ni Ghana. Now me, I'm not afraid of court. I'm not afraid. And then you have messages that he sends to people. Also for moi, to me sending message. Say, whoa, you are the next dead person. The simple question I ask Obinium is, how many people have you killed?